So, yeah, don't worry about this yet. I'm sorry for you. This here, so we teach a lot of content in history. We teach a lot of content. What I have in my hands is a test from ancient Rome. This test is 13 pages long, okay, and it's loaded with content. I mean, one day I came home after seeing this score. A student had over 100, and I get this. This is not just one student. We get really high scores. Students do really well in history. I had to take a step back and say, I can't believe the student did this. Because it's 13 pages of history, whether it's map work, long answers, short answer, it's 13 pages. For new parents, if you haven't seen the test, if you want to see some work, definitely let me know and I can use some samples. Tonight, as the theme, it's going to be looking in the classroom, so I'm not going to get into the depth of, what are we actually teaching? What is it about history that's so important? That's not what I'm going to be getting into. But I want to let you know this history that we're teaching, it sticks, and the kids like learning it. And when you hear that, like, history, because history is boring, right? Right? And some of you are like, no, well, good, I'm happy to hear that. But most parents, when they're kids, history is boring, names, dates, you remember it for a little bit, right? Oh, I got it. And it's gone. It's gone forever. Not here. So tonight, I'm going to be talking, what do we do to make it enjoyable? That's what my focus is going to be. This quote, those who don't know history are destined to repeat it. How many of you have heard that quote or some version of it, right? So that's one of the fundamental points about why history, right? We don't want to make the same mistakes, and we want to make better choices in the future. That's the underlying, that's a fundamental why. And any of you are interested in that why, that deeper reason, talk to me. I love to talk about this. And on the website, there's some information. But for our students, that is not the sales pitch. I talk to them about that at the beginning of the year, as our other history teachers do. But that's not the sales pitch, that's not the motivator. As a child, you're not thinking about deep philosophy, right? You're not thinking about your long, long range future. You're not thinking about 30, 40, right? What are you thinking about? You're thinking about candy. my homework. A child might write, look at this amazing bug I just found at lunch. So we can't get into this deep adult level, why history. It's that deep level with the kids. So what we do is we focus on the kids' lives, your individual life. So it's not, you need history to be successful in life, Jill. It's not that for the kid. It's not, history isn't so important for your future, Johnny, so listen up. It's not going to get them. I tried it. So, no, these are true. You really do need history to be successful, and it's going to help you in life. I firmly believe that. That's why we're teaching history. But that is not the motivator in class. That is not what we give our kids, okay? We give them history because they want it. They really want it day in and day out, okay? And when you tie history to enjoying life or enjoying history in class right now, what you get is you get 13-page history tests, and they're happy to take the test. Now, some are a little stressed out, there's no doubt, but they're happy. They really are happy with the test. They're happy to express their knowledge. They come home. They want to tell you about what they've learned in history. They love telling me about what they've learned. Let's hop into the classroom, my favorite part. Okay, so we're gonna hop into the classroom now. This will make sense in a second. So, all right. So, let me put a word on the board. All right. How many of you in here like to be told no? Surprising. And you kids especially, I'm talking to the kids, you guys don't like to be told no, but kids especially don't like to be told no because they're told no all the time. They hate hearing no. So that's the kind of beginning here, no. That feeling of somebody telling you no, okay? So I'm going to go through 4 no's today in class. 4 no, 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 no. Okay, how many do I food? Okay. Now I want you to be thinking about your favorite item of food or something that you really, really like. This is not my ultimate favorite, but How many have been to Ruth Chris? Yeah, their steak. If anybody knows of a better steak, please talk to me afterwards. But anyways, this is mine. This is one of my favorite foods. Okay. So, does everybody have something in their mind? Okay. In class, I love this one. One of the students, Oreos, and he just. Most of the kids, it's candy. It's some type of sweet. But the Oreos, like, it sticks with me. Okay, so who has one they want to share? Nobody likes to share. This is like the exact opposite of the classes. Okay.
My mom's, it's called tomato rice.
Okay, mom's tomato rice. Okay, and it's got a little bit more, it's got sentimental value too, right? Tomato rice, okay. Anybody else? Tomato rice? Somebody.
Apple pie and ice cream.
Apple pie and ice cream, classic. How many of you apple pie and ice cream have in mind? Okay, see, all right. Any others?
Baskin Robbins ice cream.
Baskin, any particular flavor, or just the whole thing? All 31 flavors. What is it? Praline. Okay, okay. Now, I'm gonna step out of the classroom for a second. Just imagine kids with the thought of their favorite candy ice cream in their heads, okay? And we're not about the magic because I know what it's like right now. You got it in your head, it's so amazing, okay? So let's put food up here. And when I say food, obviously just fit in whatever your particular favorite food is, okay? Nope. No more of that. So no more of the ice cream, no more of the rice, no more apple pie, right? And not because some parent came up and said, no, you can't have that. Not because some, government official said, no more of that ice cream because everybody's getting fat in America. We're going to make a law on that one. But because you chose not to have it anymore in your life. And you chose forever not to have it anymore. We've got our 4 no's. No money, no possessions, no sleep or as little sleep as possible, no food. Again, you can't eat no food, you would die. So that as close as possible to no food. And definitely no wife or no husband for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. And when I say that, I get ready to end the class. And the burning question that kids have is, what? Can anybody guess what the question they're having? The individual is choosing to never have these again in his life. Why? Why? I'm going to end the class then. And that's what I do with the students. Now, the students don't know why, but does anybody know what I'm describing here? Yeah?
Aesthetic.
In a setting. In a setting. Yes? Now the class would be over there. So I would end it, and then they're hooked. This is not a question. You've got to learn history because it's good for your life. They want to know why. Now all this is a setting. When I teach them the definition of a setting, and it's connected that deeply, they will never forget that word. And then when we study the Middle Ages in 6th grade, because that's where they get this talk. When we get to ascetics, they are hooked. There's a man named Anthony the Ascetic from the 4th century. Goes and lives in Egypt. That's a name. 4th century is a date. It would mean nothing. But they want to know, what is this guy thinking? And in the desert, nonetheless, he goes and does this by himself. So that's how we hook kids. Your kids, they want history. They want it, and they want it right now. So we give them that emotional enjoyment of history now. That's how we motivate. This is just one method of motivation. This is not the whole aspect of history. There's one part of it. So that's it. Thank you.